Greetings to all. In this video, we are going to discuss the answers for Grade 10 Science mini test chapters, life process, transportation and excretion in biology, acid bases and salts in chemistry, human eye and colorful world in physics. So first section A, question number 1. Acid present in ants' sting is? The options are oxalic acid, malic acid, acetic acid and formic acid. So the correct answer is formic acid. Second question. An aqueous solution turns red litmus solution blue. Excess addition of which of the following solution would reverse the change? The options are baking soda, lime, ammonium hydroxide solution, hydrochloric acid. The correct answer is hydrochloric acid. Question number 3. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the scattering of light? So 3 options are given. First option, scattering is responsible for the bluish appearance of the sky. Clouds have droplets of water scatter all wavelengths are almost equal and so are generally white. Third option, advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. So 3 statements are given. So the correct answer is option C. That is, only statement 3 is correct. Advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Question number 4. Assertion. The statement is, translocation of prepared food material in plants always occurs through the phloem tissue in an upward direction. The reason, phloem is a kind of a complex permanent tissue in plants which surrounds the xylem tissue and it is present all throughout the plant root, stem or leaves. So the correct answer is option C. That is, assertion statement is true but reason is false. Question number 5. Assertion. The light of violet color deviates the most and the light of red color the least while passing through a prism. The reason, for a prism material refractive index is highest for red light and lowest for the violet light. So the correct answer is assertion is true but reason is false. That is option C. Now section B, question number 6. A student dropped few pieces of marble in dilute hydrochloric acid contained in a test tube. In the next statement, the gas evolved was passed through lime water. What change would be observed in lime water? And write the chemical reactions for both the changes observed. The answer are, for A, calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid gives calcium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide. And the answer for B is calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide gives calcium carbonate plus water, that lime water turns milky. Question number 7. What will happen if xylem tissue in a plant is removed? The answer is transport of water and minerals will stop. B. The question is, you are injured and start bleeding. The answer is platelets will clot the blood at the point of injury. Now question number 8. What happens when a narrow beam of a monochromatic light and a white light pass through a glass slab as well as in prism? The answer is, when a narrow beam of monochromatic light falls on a glass slab, it gets refracted and its surface and the emergent ray is laterally displaced from the incident ray. The answer for B is prism. It gets refracted at the surface and the light gets deviated from its initial path. Thus, the angle between the incident ray and the emergent ray is known as angle of deviation. When the white light passes through a glass slab, the light does not undergo dispersion as its two refracting surfaces are parallel to each other. The white light is laterally displaced from its initial path. And for the prism, the white light undergoes dispersion and split into its constituent colors along with the deviation from its initial path. Now, section C, question number 9. When a zinc metal is treated with a dilute solution of a strong acid, a gas is evolved, which is utilized in the hydrogenation of oil. Name the gas evolved. So the answer is the gas evolved here is hydrogen gas. Question number B. Write the chemical equation of the reaction involved. Here the answer is zinc, when it reacts with hydrochloric acid, gives zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. And C. Write a test to detect the gas formed. Burning splint near a test tube containing hydrogen gas will give pop sound. Now question number 10. Read the passage and answer the following questions. Ravi, a 40-year-old man, has been diagnosed with kidney failure. His doctor advised hemodialysis twice a week. During hemodialysis, Ravi's blood is passed through a dialysis machine where waste products like urea, excess salt, and water are removed before the blood is turned to his body. The following questions are: Question 1. What is the primary function of hemodialysis? So here, the primary function of hemodialysis is to remove waste products, excess salt, and extra water from the blood when the kidneys are not functioning properly. B. Name the nitrogenous waste removed during hemodialysis. The answer is waste products like urea, excess salt, and water are removed during the hemodialysis process. Why is dialysis necessary for patients with kidney failure? The answer is dialysis is necessary for patients with kidney failure because their kidneys are unable to filter waste materials and excess substances from the blood. Dialysis performs this function artificially to keep the patient healthy and prevent the buildup of toxic substances in the body. Now, question number 11. Yarini needs a lens of power minus 4.5 diopter for correcting of her vision. Question 1. What kind of defect in vision is she suffering from? The answer is she is suffering from myopia or short-sightedness, means she cannot see distant objects properly. B. What is the focal length and nature of this corrective lens? The focal length can be found as the formula 100 by P, since the things are given in centimeter. So which is 100 divided by minus 4.5, which is equal to minus 22.2 centimeter. Or else student can also use the formula F is equal to 1 by P, and they can also express in terms of meter. C. Draw the ray diagrams for the defected eye and the correction for this defect. Since the corrective lens is concave lens, so students has to draw the diagram, means the defective diagram, it should supposed to form in front of the retina. The light rays has to form in front of the retina, and the corrective diagram is students have to draw the concave lens and it should supposed to form exactly at the retina. That is the corrective diagram.